Well, finally got around to watching this movie. And, kind of glad I did. Where Paramount has John Wick, Universal Studios has nobody. This movie, holy crap, man. This movie has shades of Wick and shades of Red. Now, if you don't know what Red means, it's Retired Extremely Dangerous, the Bruce Willis movies. Holy crap. I just finished watching this film, folks, and I gotta say that I really liked it. I really liked it. This film objectively is a 9. Objectively. It has great acting. It has great writing. It has great directing. Great editing. Great music. What isn't good with this movie? I mean, when you're dealing with a person who just has been dealing with so much crap in their life, living a mundane life, and yet you find out that this person has such a very violent skill set, and even his own family thinks he's a nutcase at first because he's just a regular old nobody that doesn't even stick up for his family because there's a home invasion, and he does, or what you think is he just lets the people get away with it. You find out later it's not really the case because, well, it turns out his daughter's kitty cat bracelet gets taken or goes missing. And essentially this is the kill the puppy from John Wick. This is the tipping point for this man. A man who, even when a Russian hacker gets the information on this guy, gets the skinny on this guy, she's like, you don't have to pay me, don't ever find me again. Fuck it. I mean, apparently he is like the top wet work agent for the U.S. government that retired. And what he does in this movie, it is basically, you pick the fight with the wrong person, or you incurred the wrath of the wrong person, and then you further poked the bear. This movie was just that well done. Bob Odenkirk, I don't think I've really heard of him that much, so let's take a look at what he has done. Okay, he was in Lucky Hank, I've never heard of that. Little Women, didn't watch that. The Long Shot. Who did he play in The Incredibles 2? He was apparently in The Incredibles 2, so let's take a look at that. Winston Dever, or Dever. Okay. But what else was he in besides that? Because I haven't seen The Incredibles 2 in so long. He was in Breaking Bad. I haven't seen much of this guy's stuff, to be completely honest. Apparently he was in an episode of Seinfeld. But yeah, folks, I have not seen much of what this man has done, to be completely honest. So, honestly, when it comes to casting, he was the perfect choice. Because how best to cast just a regular Joe Blow nobody to play a nobody? I've never heard of Bob Odenkirk's other roles. I'm sorry, I just haven't. So, it's like, holy crap. Because, yeah, they say Better Call Saul here. I've never seen Better Call Saul. I just haven't. But when he finally has his tipping point and he goes off, it's like flip a switch. That's the John Wick element. This movie is John Wick, but with a family man who hasn't lost everything and is willing to do anything to protect his or all that is his. And this movie is basically a marriage of Red and John Wick. It is beautifully done as well. I mean, I absolutely love the Claymore scene. I mean, he's got the guts of Statham there with the whole explosive at the table thing. Also, the Heath Ledger Joker. I mean, how best to go into a nest of vipers to ensure that you walk out alive? Well, bring an explosive with you that you're ready to pull the pin on. That is one of the best ways to handle a situation like that. It's also one of the most insane. But I absolutely love it. This movie is a freaking 100 out of 10 subjectively. I love this movie. Connie Nielsen, Christopher Lloyd. This is one of Christopher... Everybody says Doc Brown. Doc Brown is going to be one of his most iconic roles. This role is one of his best roles. Aside from Doc Brown and Uncle Fester. Christopher Lloyd hit it out of the park in the role of Hutch's father. It's like, this man has a skill set that is just beyond ridiculously awesome. And, folks, I just can't get over how great this movie is. And yes, I could check out all this stuff too because I plan to. But seeing how there is the whole featurettes that show breaking down the action car chase, bus fight, home invasion, Tool and Night, deleted scenes, Hutch hits hard, Just a Nobody, and then your theatrical trailer, obviously. It just goes to show how much Bob Odenkirk invested in, took this role seriously. And it really pays off when you have a person do this or do that, you know? Why do you think a lot of people like Keanu Reeves' films, especially the John Wick films? Because he freaking commits. And this film is no different. I really like this film. This had a twist that I absolutely loved. I mean, it's like, this dude is just he's just going through life, surviving through life. You think he is just a nobody. And I love the beginning, which also takes place at the end. It's the same Wick formula. The beginning is also at the end. And the look on those agents' faces, man. Who the fuck are you? I'm nobody. Just nobody. It's not good enough. Well, it's a good enough answer. The only answer you're gonna get. Well, then their phones ring, and or the looks on the agent's faces after they get told whatever they got told is like, something tells me he's walking out of there without anything happening. I love this film. Folks, I can't believe I actually took so long to watch this film. From now on, when somebody like my friend OMB Reviews, Odin, tells me that this movie is good and this stuff, I'm definitely checking it out sooner rather than later. So thank you to OMB Reviews. I'm sorry I took so long watching this. But wow. Holy wow. I really like this film. It really is good. Anyway, yeah. Objectively, this movie is so well done. It is, well, Rotten Tomatoes puts it at an 84. I'd actually say this movie is about a 9. There may be a couple of things here and there that are completely impractical, yes, but this movie is just so put together well, has great in all elements. I mean, a couple of digital effects could have been a little bit better, but that's about it. Because they do have what's known as digital enhancement to enhance certain things. But honestly, I thought they did pretty damn well with this. Anyway, that's going, or subjectively, it's a 10 out of 10, and so is moviegoer. I didn't step away from this movie at once when I was watching it, and I gotta say, I am so glad I watched it. Anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. What did you think of Nobody? I know this movie has been out for a couple of years now, but honestly, I am so glad I got around to it. Just goes to show you how backed up I am with certain movies. But yeah, this movie, oh my god, I wish I had watched it back in 2021. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.